Welcome everybody. Thank you very much for joining me. We are restarting our 5-minute reviews. We did those a number of years ago. There's been a lot of talk about trying to bring them back, and we thought we would start the new year off with that. And what I'm reviewing today is a Rolex Submariner 5513. So this particular watch is part of our pre-owned collection. I thought that this watch hasn't been given that much love that I think it really deserves. So I wanted to bring this one out first. In the early 1950s, 1954-ish, Hans Wilsdorf came up with a concept of wanting a sporty watch, but one which is elegant too. And so he took it to a commission to actually figure out what this was actually going to look like. And it came back with a basic design of what we now know as the Rolex Submariner. This particular watch, I think, is a really, really good example of the Rolex Submariner. The 5513 is absolutely iconic. It's a sought after watch. The 5513 reference is that one that is on many people's grail list of watches. And I think if you were to come in or take a look online, you'll see why this one is actually really quite special. The 5513 is a 40mm watch. I've always thought of it more as a 39mm, but that's just the way it feels to me. This particular watch is from 1975 or so. It is in absolutely stunning condition from the point of view of the dial and the case. So what you're getting truly is a classic Submariner. The 5513 was a reference that had a plexiglass crystal. This is quite a bit before sapphire crystals were brought into the Submariner range. Personally, I kind of like the plexiglass crystal because you can actually polish it. You get some scratches on it. You can use a little bit of poly wash or come in and have us polish it up. So you can always keep this watch and the crystal especially in really good condition. This piece has an absolutely remarkable dial and handset. It is really nicely aged. It is in absolutely superb condition. From the point of view of a collector, just from that point alone, it's absolutely fantastic. You will not find fault in it whatsoever. The bezel on this watch is just lightly ghosted. The insert itself has probably been changed over the years because when a watch was sent back to Rolex, if there was any kind of discoloration in the bezel insert, they would replace it. So at some point it probably has been, but it hasn't been replaced recently because of this nice, very subtle dark gray color that it actually is. I don't want to get everybody up in arms about polishing. Let's just say the person that owned it did not like straight grain finishing. So he took it to somebody to lightly take that grain off and bring out the bright polish of the steel case. The thing is though, if you look really closely, you can still see the straight grain finish in this. Anyone that was going to purchase this watch should actually have this refinished to the point where we can get this grain back in it nicely, where it's not over refinished. It's just setting the grain back in place where it needs to be and turning this watch into looking like it should look like for a 1975 piece. The 5513 is a bit of a grail watch. Even though it's a Submariner and it's a very rugged and durable watch, one should be careful with it. You don't want to mess up a piece like this by taking it into the pool or something like that and forgetting to screw down the crown and end up with a waterlogged watch. So this most certainly is that piece that, yes, you could wear it every day, but be careful of it around water. This watch is water resistant and will be sold as such, but it's a 5513. Do you really want to take it in the water when you've got such a nice piece? I think from the point of view that it's a sought-after reference, that it's in really, really good condition. It's got ample room for a 7.5-inch wrist. I think that this is a really good find. The price is just in that sweet spot for one of these, and I don't think you should discount it just because somebody has polished it up a little bit to look bright. I think that can be fixed up. But what I would say is come along, take a look at it, and see for yourself what an absolutely amazing watch this is.